On tonight's episode, we talk about so much.
Yeah, we start talking about Mulan, the live action adaptation of Disney movie.
Another live action Disney movie, Godmothered.
And as she said, so much news. And let's get to it. Spoiler alerts all the way. But the wait is over. I mean, not really. That wasn't like, Disney was like so, their strategy was so crappy that when Mulan came out, we watched it. We enjoyed it, but it wasn't really like, I can't wait. I was actually more excited for, I don't know, Aladdin. And even already knowing that Lion King would kind of suck, I was more excited for Lion King too.
I was pretty excited for Mulan, incredibly excited, because I loved the movie as a kid, and I loved the story, and I thought this was a great candidate for a live action.
But that's exactly why I wasn't excited, because I love the original, and when they announced all the changes, that there will be no Donny Osmond songs, there will be no songs period, there will be no dragon, no Eddie Murphy, what else they changed? I think
so you just wanted the same movie ones. All over again?
No, but they could. I mean, if they're adapting, it was like Beauty and the Beast. It was like not having the Beast because all this is too unrealistic.
No, you still have the main character.
Yeah,
Mulan.
Well, the dragon was right there. He was right there.
Yes, they could have had the dragon.
Yeah,
they could have. Well, anyway,
the songs sure. But I mean, every other one had songs. Right? This was the first one.
Because they were made. Okay, so let's just back up a little bit. Originally, Disney charged when they first released it, you had to pay $30 to watch it. But as of December 4th, it's
they called Disney
free.
Plus with premium.
Yeah,
no,
I think
premium.
so. Something like
Premiere,
that.
Special, whatever. Yeah.
One of those. Anyway, but Mulan is now just on the regular streaming library, so we finally watched it. I feel pretty good about not spending the $30.
Oh yeah.
But I did enjoy it more than I thought it would after the original lackluster reviews.
Yeah, I thought it was okay. I thought the girl did a good job.
Yeah, she was great.
I thought some of the story changes were okay. For instance, they killed the romance. I mean, yeah, they basically killed the romance. It's more like a friendship. More. Yeah. They killed the romance. They killed the whole prince thing. There's no prince because
there was no prince.
But I mean, his role as a commander, and if she's a princess, he would be the prince. You know, that whole thing. The commander is someone that has no romantic relationship with her.
Yeah.
The guy that
in fact, it's more paternal. He's good friends with her father.
Yeah.
And even
he's
wants
the great.
to marry
what's his
daughter.
name?
Oh no, Denny.
Donnie.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I love this guy. All I can think of is Itman.
Yeah, and
Sifu.
he was on Rogue One.
Oh my gosh.
I'm the one of the Force, and the Force is one with me.
Sheridan Way.
Yeah.
The guy's amazing, and he was great in this one. It was a small role.
Yeah, he was good. He is the general. He's the commander instead of the good-looking young prince figured from the original one.
Yeah.
So they changed all that, but I guess I was fine with that. They introduced a witch. There was the supernatural element on this one.
And that wasn't my favorite thing. Like, I liked them going in the more realistic direction, and I thought that was going to be really interesting. Even if having the kind of the fantastical, over-the-top kung fu moves, because that's like a whole like film genre. Like, okay, that's cool. But then they brought in this whole thing with chi, and like how Mulan has chi, and that's what she can do. No, they literally said it's like a force that like is part of every living being. I'm like, no, guys, that's Star Wars. And so that like bringing this other like.
But they can't because Disney owns Star Wars, so.
This whole. They brought in this supernatural thing that I wasn't crazy about. Like, it didn't let Mulan be special because of her courage or her independence or her choices. Bravery, She was special because she can kick spears with her feet. and that wasn't my favorite move. And so the witch, although like she had a cool look and cool powers, I'm like
I don't know.
wasn't my favorite.
Knowing how the industry works and knowing how this is Asian and Disney had deals with the China government and all that, and the China box office is helping movies in the industry everywhere all the time because they have a lot of people there. So knowing that, I wonder if the focus group some aspects and decided to, if the changes were made toward the Chinese audiences.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe they don't like songs, cut the songs. Maybe they need some more spiritual, mythical, religious, let's invest in that. So, yeah, who knows. Anyways, overall it works, besides, all that. It was fun. It was enjoyable.
It was beautiful. It was fun to look at. Great costumes. Production design was great.
Some big Chinese
locations were beautiful.
Some big Chinese Asian names. Jet Li is the Emperor.
Yeah.
And Jason Scott Lee is the. Does he have a name? The Han.
Yeah. Oh, he had a name. I don't remember.
Attila is not Attila, right?
The Shan Yu character.
Yeah.
Who wasn't Shan Yu, but like that character.
Yeah. And yeah, it was beautiful. And yeah.
Ming-Na had a nice cameo at the end.
That's right. Yeah. She shows up as Mulan.
Just a lady as a lady in the court introducing introducing Mulan to the Emperor. So overall, it was nice. I'll probably watch it again sometime.
Yeah, it's on Disney Plus, available for everybody. So yeah, you can watch it if you watch with your kids. It's yeah,
it's a good PG war movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have more to talk about the whole Disney premiere home, whatever they call. But first, we're gonna talk about the new Godmothered.
Also on Disney. Yeah. This is basically a Disney episode.
Yeah, this is a lot of Disney.
So much. Disney was very busy this week. Yeah. So Godmothered is a new live action Disney. Was it Christmas? Yeah, this is all happening.
It is
Christmas.
Yes, movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. With Jillian. Can't remember her name. Jillian. Can't remember her last name. Funny girl, funny blonde girl that you might know from the Workaholics. Or
what else was she in? What's that one about the school fight with Charlie Day and
Bad Day, is that called? Yeah.
She's one of those people I recognize her and she's funny, but I don't remember her name because I'm not good at that. But Isla Fisher is also in it.
Yes, the movie is about a fairy godmother
in training.
Yeah, aspirant.
Yes, aspiring.
Yeah. Aspirant? No? Yeah.
Not really.
From now on. The meaning of the language. Aspirant.
Now aspirant doesn't work.
Yeah. So she's working on getting her license to be a fairy godmother. She's on school at this I can't remember the place. Fairyland, whatever.
Motherland,
Motherland, yeah, that's right. And she finds out from this old fairy that the school might be closing soon because there's no more demand for our jobs. There's no more assignments. Her professor is literally the fairy that wrote the book, the great Jane Curtin, and she decides to go to what's her name? Jamie, the fairy.
Who?
The fairy, the character.
Eleanor.
So Eleanor decides to go to the archives looking for assignments. She finds one from 1980s when this little girl asked the fairies to have her wish realized, which was boyfriend, right?
I don't remember what the wish was.
Yeah, she had this.
But the formulas, the fairy godmothers have this formula that, like, you start out with a sparkly dress, you help them find their true love, and then they live happily ever after.
So she finds this, and then she goes to the real world,
Mm-hmm.
and she goes find the little girl and realizes the little girl is an adult by Isla Fisher, portrayed by Isla Fisher, and she's a reporter, she's a journalist.
Yeah.
So she's into the facts. She does this, and she's like, this crazy fairy shows up. So the fairy's gonna help her find love.
It reminded me a lot of Enchanted, right? This like naive, sweet, good-hearted, pure-hearted person comes from the magical realm into the real world, meets somebody who's just been jaded by, you know, loss and grief and experience and everything else, and they work together. Like, they both grow together. Like, Eleanor kind of learns about that, you know, getting a boyfriend is not the end-all be-all of happiness, and that, you know, she learns more about, like, what true love is and about, like, reality and life and all that. And Isla Fisher, kind of like Patrick Dempsey in Enchanted, opens her heart back up to, you know, love and happiness and magic and miracles and all that. And it all takes place at Christmas, and so it's just very charming and wholesome and sweet. And
Yep.
And there's magic and funny stuff.
And there's music and yeah. And there's waitress.
Yes! The waitress is the aunt. And again, do we remember her name? No, she's the waitress.
Yep.
Cool.
Godmothered. Anything else about Godmothered?
I don't think so.
It's on
sweet
Disney
and
Plus.
festive.
Yeah, it's
Set in Boston.
yeah. And weirdly enough, nobody has a Boston accent.
It's true.
Yeah.
It is strange.
They all have Disney accents. Yeah. Godmothered on Disney Plus, available for all you boys and girls, Christmas lovers, fairy godmothers, enthusiasts.
Fun fact, there is a brief moment for, well, if you're like me and you grew up with Sesame Street, there's a very exciting moment where a fairy speaks up from the back of the classroom, and it's Maria from Sesame Street. She recently retired from Sesame Street after this, like, groundbreaking 30-year run, and anyway.
Yeah.
It was very exciting
great
for me.
Sonia Sotomayor.
Nope.
Her name
Sophia!
No, her name is
last name.
Sonia.
Is it a Sophia?
I'm pretty sure it's Sonia. It's not
Sesame Street, she was Maria.
Sotomayor.
That's just,
yeah, that's
and
right.
she ran the Fix-It shop.
Sonia.
Louise.
Anyways.
Anyway.
Godmothered. It's available on Disney Plus. Okay, let's...
quick break from Disney.
Yeah, but we'll be back because there's so much more.
Yes. Going over to Paramount and Nickelodeon. It looks like iCarly is getting a revival?
Revival, yeah.
Special?
Yeah, good. I did not ever watch iCarly.
Yeah.
It actually got
It was funny.
sort of big in Brazil.
Yeah.
They got a nice time slot. It was like 5-ish, the end of the afternoon, beginning of the night on broadcast TV.
Wow.
Daily. And so it got popular among the youths, the teens. But I actually never watched it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's a truly funny kids show. I didn't watch it regularly. I was a little old for it when it came out, but the bits I saw, like, it was quality stuff. So Miranda Cosgrove is coming back, and
most of the original cast is set to come back. Yeah.
Honestly, I don't think many of them have done much of anything else since then. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am.
Yeah. Last time we saw her, she was a Goldberg's. She was a
oh, that's right.
Barry Goldberg professor that he wanted us to but it didn't work. Yeah, she might come back. Who knows?
Who knows? We'll see. Flipping over to DC, we've gotten some photos from Superman and Lois.
Yes,
show.
there's a official look at Superman, and he definitely looks way better than his version on Supergirl. Especially the hair. the hair they gave to him was like kind of weird. This one looks like Superman, and it looks like the actor exercised and got stronger, and so it looks good. I still, I know, if there's Superman, there's Lois. Unless it's in the past before he met her.
Well, the show is called.
Yeah, I know, but I mean that's my point. I know where there's Superman, there's Lois. I still want to see why they calling Superman and Lois. If there's an actual reason, or if it's just copyright. You know, they don't want to call it Superman because there's all the trademarks to that, to that name brand. So it could be that. It could be that she has more importance, which technically she already has because she's the characters are so tied together. Especially
kind of a big deal.
Especially on this version where they are married and they have kids.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see. In the past, we had a show called Lois and Clark: The Adventures of Superman, and which was the usual. It was nothing different about any other Superman version, because the characters are like tied together. It's like Romeo and Juliet, except that they don't die because he saves her and she saves him.
Also coming from the CW/DC world, there's a new trailer showing us our first look at Javicia Leslie.
Yes,
right?
official
As
footage
Batwoman.
as her as the new Batwoman for the new season coming up soon, and yeah, we'll see. I mean, the show wasn't really my favorite, and
no kidding.
So Supergirl, they do it the opposite way. They introducing the spin-offs. I wouldn't call secondary, but spin-off cousins, secondary characters somehow, and then they're going back to the brand names, the big characters, the household names, the powerhouse names. The Superman is coming after Supergirl, and then there's Batwoman before any of all the Bat family character. There's bigger than her, like the Robins, the Nightwings, the Red Hoods, Batman, Batgirl.
Okay, Batman has gotten so much love, though.
I know,
but we don't need another Batman show.
The issue there's not enough Batman shows. Yeah. The issue is
That's true. I should be clear. I'm not upset at the new Batman shows coming out. I'm just saying, like. But as a writer, I would maybe go for something that hasn't been done so much.
No, but that's not the problem is you introduce a character that's heavily based. It's not like she lives in I don't know, Ohio or Chicago or Detroit. She's in Gotham, and she's in Gotham, and there's no Batman, and their explanations is like, so if you want to move away from those big characters,
they could have done like Dick Grayson and Bloodhaven. Yeah,
and that gives you the freedom of creativity to do whatever you want instead of relying on the villains of the main character.
Sure. Now
you have Hush. Now you have anyways. So the narrative issues for me are this: that if you want to move away from the big character,
move away
because otherwise you're gonna live under the shadow of the big character, like Luthor showed up on Supergirl and stuff like that. So unless you do the big character first, move to the smaller character, or start distant, really distant to the point that you are independent. And you can tell whatever story you want. And they do that in the books all the time. Dick was at Bloodhaven, then he became a CIA agent, and now there's some stuff about him becoming a villain, a spy from the Court of Owls, and Deathstroke, and all sorts of things. And anyways.
Cool beans. All right.
So Lois, Superman and Lois and Batwoman coming to CW soon. Next year.
HBO's working on a reboot of True Blood.
Oh yeah.
From the creator of Riverdale.
Very popular, very big.
Oh my word.
HBO show. It's a lot of vampires, a lot of sucking blood, and other things.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like there's gonna be a lot of like pretty people and a lot of drama.
And the original has pretty people, pretty vampires.
Yeah.
A lot of nudity.
Yeah, so you throw in the Riverdale
and it's interesting. They're probably gonna be younger since Riverdale. Who knows? Maybe not. But
it is still HBO, right?
It's an interesting show. It is HBO. It's an interesting show. It takes place in the South.
Right.
So there's a lot of accents.
Oh, what's her name? Anna Paquin?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And the guy from the X-Men show, he was the father on the X-Men show. The origins, whatever. Evolution.
No.
It's like the X-Men are gone and they have this, the Fox show. The father that had those powers like, he couldn't control his powers.
That was everybody on that show.
But it took place in the South, and vampires are a real thing, and everybody knows about them, and because of that, they created synthetic blood called True Blood that names the show. And this guy, the main character, was a survivor from Civil War, and he wasn't survived. He was bit during. He left home to go to the war. He was bit. And then he comes back and says, it's like he was one of the first. But right now society has these vampires and this relationship. There's this relationship between him and this lady. And yeah, so it's a very interesting universe that could easily be expanded, and they're going to do that.
Alrighty then. Hey, have you ever wondered about the history of curse words?
Yeah, actually, I'm really excited for this show because
it sounds hilarious.
As a linguist, this whole curse words is so relative. You know, the semantic load of you can call someone love. You can say bless your heart to someone. You know, and you're being like really wishing that the person die or something like that. So I'm really curious about this new show.
Yes. So this is coming from Funny or Die, and it's going to be on Netflix. It kind of seems like in the same vein as Drunk History.
Yeah, it sounds like it would be something like that.
But starring
Nicolas Cage.
Perfect.
The great actor that ever lived. Yes. So the Cage. Fun fact: he's named after he's named Nicolas Cage because he's Frank. His name is actually Frank Coppola. He is a Coppola. He's the nephew of Francis Ford Coppola. And what was it, Nick Coppola? I can't remember. Anyways, he named himself Cage after Luke Cage, the Marvel Comics character. He's a big comic book fan. I think he owned Action Comics or used to own Action Comics #1. He has he has a big collection. He had to
That's cool.
He had like problems with insurance because someone stole it. Anyways. Yeah, so Nicolas Cage is gonna host this show.
Yep. So it's coming from Funny or Die. It's gonna be on Netflix about the history of curse words.
Yeah.
Doesn't that sound fun? And you might need some curse words for a new TV series, Alien? As in, like...
Yes, from
Ridley Scott, Alien?
Yes, yeah.
Okay,
and he's going to be involved.
Cool.
I mean, they want him to be involved. He's not. They want him to be an executive producer. But it's not official yet. But yeah, let's hope they get him because he's the man behind.
He is.
The OG.
I wonder what they could do in a TV series. Because, like, the movies, as entertaining as the movies are, they're kind of all the same. Like, someone's exposed, and Sigourney Weaver says, "Hey guys, this alien's gonna kill everybody. We gotta stop it." And everybody blows her off, and then everybody dies, and then like that's kind of been.
Yeah.
And then she faces off with the alien, and that's that. And you think that everything's okay, but then no.
It could be something like The Walking Dead, like a group of people trying to survive through the apocalypse. This could be a group of people trying to survive through aliens, in some colony out there. And I don't know.
Well, we'll see. All right. Hey, what's the weather like in Philadelphia?
Hey, yo! It's gonna be sunny.
I think it's always gonna be sunny.
For 4 more years.
Seasons.
Yeah.
4 more seasons. So they're just shattering their own record, right?
At least, yes.
Yeah.
At least 4 more years. Hopefully it will be, more and more. Because yeah, we need our... It's like Seinfeld on crack. So you need that bits of crack.
Yes.
And sunniness.
Alcoholic, drug-addled Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Is a good way to describe that show. Yeah.
And so the gang will stick around for at least 1 more season. They renewed, they beat their record of longest running comedy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and FX FX is great at doing that. They did that with all the shows. I remember when The Shield was the longest running drama on television, and I don't know, maybe their record was took from something else, but yeah, they are known for pioneer this kind of stuff, and yeah, they have good choice and good taste, and yeah, definitely a right move.
Yep. All right, buckle up, buttercups. Today was Disney Investors Day. Is that what they called it?
Disney Investors Day. Yeah. Is the day Disney invites people with big pockets to invest on their productions.
Which sounds unbelievably boring, except that it involves a lot of pitches and trailers and announcements for new content. And holy guacamole, so much. They announced so many things, mostly for Star Wars and for Marvel.
And there's some Pixar too.
Oh yeah.
You can't touch a lot of that. Mm-hmm. There's like the probably the biggest Pixar one is they're gonna do an origin story for Buzz Lightyear, and Chris Evans is gonna voice him, which I think is kind of dumb. Because Buzz is a toy.
Well, from what I only glanced at the headlines, but it sounds like this is an origin for the character, not for the toy.
So it's gonna be before it becomes a toy. Okay, in that case, it makes sense.
Yeah. Because
for a toy to change his voice from he's young to when he's old, it's a toy.
Yeah,
toys don't age. Yeah.
No, but from what I read, and that makes a lot more sense. So this is gonna be like the Buzz Lightyear Star Command. There actually was an animation with a similar premise back in, 10, 15 years ago. Where it was an animation. It was called Buzz Lightyear Star Command, and it was...
Oh, okay.
I think it was Patrick Warburton who did...
Really?
The voice of Buzz Lightyear. Or someone who sounds
like
I
remember.
Lightyear.
I never watched it.
Yeah. Anyway. So it seems like they're doing kind of a live action version. Or not live action. Anyway.
Yeah, so
something like
Chris Evans abandoned the shield, but he's going to the infinity and beyond.
Yes.
So yeah, there's more Pixar. Not gonna touch it. We're gonna focus on Star Wars and Marvel, which is already a lot.
So much.
And where to start? Marvel? What's Star Wars?
Let's start with Star Wars, because this one I'm really excited about. Patty Jenkins, as in Wonder Woman, Patty Jenkins, is coming to direct a Rogue Squadron feature spinoff. I'm just really excited because it's like space and Star Wars and pilots and Patty Jenkins.
Rogue Squadron is a squadron of pilots. Most of the time they will pilot X-Wings. And they are part of the expanded universe. In many books and comic books, they have like really interesting stories and really interesting characters. Yeah. Wedge Antilles, he is the rogue leader. He is the leader of the Rogue Squadron. But they have plenty of other characters on the Rebel side, on the Imperial side. And that's one interesting thing when the movie is going to take place. Between on the what they call Galactic Civil War period. Or farther away from close to the New Republic. If anything, among all the Disney Star Wars news we learned today, and we're gonna go through more, we learned that Disney is moving away from the sequels, they move him back to a more classic
Yeah.
period, close to Rogue One, close to The Mandalorian. The Mandalorian timeline is probably the biggest one. They're going to have 2 or 3 new shows close to Clone Wars. And the rumors that they would erase the sequels are not in fact erased by the from the narrative, but they're kind of, putting it on the side and see if maybe in 10, 15 years people like it. Maybe not. Anyways, but
I think it's a good move. Though,
yes,
some of the best, hands down, the best Star Wars content has come in the last few years. Has come from those time periods.
Oh yeah.
Mandalorian and
that's like it's pure Star Wars score. It's like close to. It's like there's a lot to tell about what's going on in the galaxy during the period between episodes 4, 5, and 6. That doesn't have to be following Luke, following Leia or Han. But there's all the interesting characters. There's all the interesting adventures. So Rogue Squadron is coming. That's a movie. Directed by Jenkins, and so soon, I don't know. I know that Patty is really good par with Gal, so maybe Gal is gonna come too. Who knows?
Yeah,
that'd be cool. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we shall see. We shall see. There's also also coming from the Rogue One. Well. Anyway, Rogue Squadron, Rogue One gets us to Andor. So Cassian Andor, who we meet in Rogue One, is getting his own series. And they dropped kind of a teaser today. It doesn't really tell us much about the series. No. They did show a lot of the behind the scenes.
It has to be before Rogue One, because if you've seen Rogue One, he dies at the end.
It's pretty conclusive.
Yeah, he dies. No, there's no way out.
No. That was the end. It was quite final.
Yeah.
It was quite final.
Unless that USS Enterprise comes and beam them up.
This little blue box shows up right then.
But Trekkies, you safe, because Disney didn't buy you yet. But,
It's okay. CBS has been very busy. So.
Oh, yeah. They're using it.
Yeah.
Their franchise.
Yeah. But anyway, Andor looks like it, and it looks like at worst case scenario.
Wait.
What?
A linguistic question.
Yes.
Okay. What's the name of the Ewok planet?
Endor.
What's the name of this character?
Andor.
Okay.
They're totally different vowel sounds. Short E, Endor. Short A, Andor.
So planet?
Endor. Well, it's a moon, really, but...
Planet?
Endor.
Character?
Andor.
Planet?
Andor.
Character?
Andor.
Character?
Andor.
Planet?
Andor.
Okay. Let's move on.
I'm really good at speaking English.
Sure, yeah.
I've been doing it
Except
for so
there's not
long.
English.
Okay, fair enough. Either way, it looks like they're going all out on the production design for Andor, so it looks pretty good.
Yeah, Diego Luna is gonna be back, and there's they already announced some names. There's a girl. I can't remember her name.
A girl.
It's a Latina looking girl, or Arabic. That creamy caramel look. There was one, and then they replaced with the other one. I don't remember any of the names. But the show
We're so good at not remembering names.
No, this was a long time ago. This is not involved to the news now. The news now is that the show is coming. It has the official logo. Diego Luna was online showing backstage interview with people doing the designs for costumers and characters. Yeah. And this one is stated as coming soon because it is in production and. It might come. Who knows? Maybe first semester next year. And
we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. Okay. We've also...
I don't know if you mentioned this is a show. This is a...
I think this is 12 episodes.
12 episodes. Yeah. Disney Plus show. So streaming. It
seems like all this stuff is going to be...
Yeah, and anything...
Most of the stuff is streaming.
And if anything we learned from Disney Investors Day was The biggest one was that 2021. It's gonna be big on streaming. It's gonna be streaming wars because HBO and DC are like, so is Netflix. Yeah, it's gonna be big boys fight in the streaming realm, especially considering that theaters are going through all that crisis.
So, Rogue Squadron, Andor, and this next one I'm so excited about. Limited series, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yes, long awaited Obi-Wan Kenobi series. Ian McGregor is back. Will be back as the character.
Yeah.
It was announced and confirmed that Hayden Christensen will be back as Darth Vader. And who knows, maybe some flashbacks of him as Anakin Skywalker. There was rumors about Natalie Portman. They still not confirmed, but yeah.
We'll see. But even just those two.
The tease.
Plenty.
Yeah. The tease was like Obi-Wan is
sand.
So we assume that most of the show will take place during his years in Tatooine.
Yeah.
But there's always the possibility of some flashbacks. The main story starts 10 years after episode 3. So Luke will be 10.
All right. We've also got some Mandalorian spin-offs, including one for Ahsoka, starring presumably Rosario Dawson. I'm not mad about this.
Yes.
I'm quite happy about this.
Yeah.
Because she's been very busy. We know that she's been busy. She's been important and influential, and there's a lot to explore there.
Yes.
So.
And it's the time to for Rosario Dawson to earn it, because she was okay. She wasn't bad on her first appearance.
Great.
But she still has a lot to earn. The character that was.
It's a big role to step into.
Yeah, the actress that had Ahsoka through all these years, she did a terrific job. From we hated her.
Oh my gosh, she was terrible.
Until when she was done, we loved her, and people cried, and so there's a lot until she gets to that point, but it was a good start.
Yeah, so hopefully they can move forward and do good things with that. So the other Mandalorian spinoff.
Just going back to Ahsoka and the Mandalorian, they mentioned Thrawn, so that might be where the show's gonna go.
Show goes.
Yeah,
that would make sense.
Since there's already a lot for the Mandalorian to take care,
It is. So something else they've introduced on the Mandalorian is this idea of like marshals and rangers and all that, and so that's where the other spin-off is going to be. So
is the rogues and so everything is
true.
Like the timeline of the Mandalorian. It's like right after episode 6, so it's way closer to episode 6 than episode 7, and if anything, our beloved classic characters like Luke, Leia, and Han, they exist. They are there, even if they don't show, but they exist. And they are there as we know and love them. They not the versions of them from the sequels, where they did what they did.
Yeah. So Ahsoka, Rangers of the New Republic. There are a bunch of other ones like shorts and animations and all this other stuff that we could be here for 1,000 years talking about.
Yes, but. The way they did things in Mandalorian with Ahsoka, I mean Ahsoka was a pretty obvious one if you want to make a show, it's an easy one. The Rangers and the Marshals was like, the actual show is called The Rangers, but it was like the way they were treating, this whole thing was like very, I don't know. It was like they did with the Bad Batch on Clone Wars.
Oh, sure.
But the Bad Batch was like actual arc episodes, 2 episodes. They worked as a backdoor pilot. But they'll be exciting. I hope they do it well because so far they are doing really well.
Yeah, we have every reason to have high expectations at this point. Okay, anything else you want to say for Star Wars?
There was more shows announced. Droids, Visions, one show for Lando.
Oh, that's right.
What
I
else?
forgot Lando. Acolyte, which
Acolyte.
is a totally different time period.
Yeah.
So that'll be
It would
interesting.
be the end of the High Republic,
Yeah.
which is a Disney name for the Old Republic.
But like the old Republic, right?
I mean, there's only one old. The old is old. Then it comes new.
Yeah, but in episode 4, doesn't Obi-Wan talk about... I feel like they talked about, like... the Republic
I guess
before
Palpatine
is the Old Republic.
I guess that's the Republic, and then the Old Republic, and then there's the New Republic. Technically, there's no Republic. It's the Old Republic, like thousands of years before the Empire.
Yeah.
I mean, the Galactic Empire, Palpatine, and there's the fall of the 1,000 years of peace, and then Palpatine, and then when he falls, the New Republic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Boy,
You could have an entire episode about Star Wars.
Good history lesson.
Timeline. But
all right.
What else? Star Wars. I guess those are the main ones, right?
I think so. Did
you mention about the Bad Batch?
Oh no! Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
We didn't even. Oh man. Yeah. This is just how much stuff there was. Like, there's so many Star Wars series, we can't even remember all of them. So yeah, Bad Batch is getting...
I mean, it was announced a while ago. They released a teaser trailer, and it's coming soon. The animation based on the Clone Wars. Batch of clones that are detached from the clones.
Yeah, and most importantly, they didn't get Order 66, right?
Yeah, the band of brothers. They are work as this ragtag rogue independent commando group.
Yeah, and it looks like this show is going to be taking place like right after episode 3, like at the rise of the Galactic Empire. And it looks like they're going to be transitioning from like...
I would say a little bit before the end of the Republic. And it goes to the beginning of the Empire, and who knows how long.
Yeah, so some interesting
it reminds me of this game called Star Wars Republic Commando, where they have this group of, it's like this band of brothers. They are like twin brothers that go through the universe having adventures throughout the conflict. Yeah. With good writers, it could go on for a long time.
It could, yeah. Clone Wars was so great, and Rebels picked up well, so
But Clone Wars had the limitation of being close to the main characters. This one doesn't.
It's true.
So it could go on forever.
Yeah, and this one is in a gap, like a much bigger gap, in the storytelling. Yeah. Okay, we're good for Star Wars.
I think so. So a lot of streaming announcements for Star Wars, also the movie, and which by the way comes out in 2023 Christmas, so it's already set a date. And I guess that's it for Star Wars.
Okay.
Moving on.
So Spider-Man 3 is getting bigger and badder and
it was confirmed that Alfred Molina will be on. So they said, what's the bucket? The Electro, Jamie Foxx.
Yeah. So they'll both be reprising their roles. Their villainous roles.
So there's a lot of villains. There might be a Sinister Six. Who knows? But there's rumors that they want all the Spider-Mans, men. They want Tobey. They want Garfield. There's rumors that Tobey will be back, but not as Spider-Man. Maybe Uncle Ben.
Huh.
Yeah. So there's a lot, because they're gonna deal, like the DC is going Flashpoint and dealing with the multiverse.
Yeah.
Which they already started on the shows. This one they will do the same, and there's rumors that even Charlie Cox, the Daredevil from the Netflix show, would be involved. among many other rumors. So, but still nothing. They're shooting, so soon we might see backstage pictures and more rumors, more. Yeah.
Okay. We will see. But either way, it's just getting bigger and more exciting.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of potential for us to get that meme reenacted with multiple Spider-Men in live action.
Yes.
So, dream big, guys. Dream big.
Yeah.
All right. More from Marvel. So, this was all part of the Disney Investors Day. We got a trailer. We got trailers for a few shows, including Loki, which looked really interesting to me.
Yeah.
Definitely strong Doom Patrol vibes.
Yeah, the whole bizarre, weird. Yeah. He's sucked by the cosmic cube to what looks like to be a out of reality a place where they have this police, some sort of time lords.
Was it the TVA?
TVA, yeah.
Yeah.
Which. Yeah, time virtual agents. I don't know. It looks like a lot like overlords that take care of either the multiverse or the time continuum. And because Loki is screwing things, he's
Classic
wanted.
Loki.
He's wanted, and he's gonna clash with those, and so it's gonna be disconnected to the main Marvel cinematic universe continuum, and it could be an interesting, fun show.
Yeah, I think it will be. And it fills in that like gigantic plot hole they opened up in Endgame. Where he gets the...
Yeah.
Well, anyway. It all got complicated.
And they can always, if they ever want him back, they can bring him back to the regular Marvel. Thor 4. He might always find out, he might find a way to come back, who knows? Since people love to hate him, or actually just love him.
No, they just love him.
Yeah.
Because he's all sad and sympathetic and handsome. So.
And Marvel doesn't have villains, so yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
He was the villain, and then boom, he's not. Yeah.
We've had some picture. No, wait, where are we going now? They also announced Armor Wars, which is going to be featuring War Machine, right? And Don Cheadle coming back?
Don Cheadle's coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what else?
And I don't know. Some people say that they might introduce a new Iron Man. The Ironheart girl. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think
they were talking about Ironheart.
Yeah, let's see. Hawkeye was also confirmed. I mean, we all knew already that Jeremy Renner would be involved, and Haley Steinfeld was involved a long time ago, but we finally saw pictures this week, and now they officially confirmed. Kind of old news. She-Hulk was confirmed. Mark Ruffalo is gonna be involved. Tim Roth's gonna be involved. So the Hulk and the Abominable both are set to somehow show on the show. Okay.
Coolio. This one's interesting to me. So John Watts of Spider-Man fame it looks like he's gonna direct another an MCU Fantastic Four, which I don't know, the first one way back in the day was pretty fun. There was a reboot that was terrible.
The reboot was bad, yeah.
So I don't know, it'd be nice to see them get another movie.
Yeah, they are on the top of Marvel.
Yeah,
characters. They are Marvel variety. They this family of special intelligent people. That Reed Richards is among the he's one of the member of the Marvel Illuminati. He's one of the most
super smart
people on the planet. And Marvel, in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, did not do them justice yet, and hopefully they will, and they will assume their place at the Marvel Pantheon. Yeah,
that'd be nice to see. It'll be fun to see casting for that too.
I still think Krasinski should be Reed Richards, and his wife Emily Blunt could be Sue Richards.
That would be Oh, okay. There's
Yeah.
that taken care of. Your move, Marvel.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, more big names returning for their roles. Samuel L. Jackson and Ben Mendelsohn are going to be in Secret Invasion.
Yes.
Do we know anything else about that?
I mean, I know the
This is
comics.
picking up from
I know the comics.
Captain Marvel.
The comics are a big Marvel saga. Involved all the comics in the company. It's about there's this initial conflict where they fighting ninjas in the tentacle and Elektra, and then Elektra dies, and then when Elektra dies, it turns green and it reveals to be a scroll, and then they start finding a lot of characters that we thought were the characters, but they were not. So this goes back to this girl that we thought it was Elektra is actually not Elektra. That resurrected Elektra is actually still dead. And so since the 70s, since the 80s, this girl posing as Elektra
Oh dear.
is a scroll, and there's a lot of other characters, infiltrated in all sectors of government, and even the Avengers, and yeah. So the aliens use that to invade Earth. They use it's a very interesting comic book. I'm not gonna go through it, but Captain Marvel kind of destroyed the dreams of seeing all that, because they made the Skrulls good guys, refugees and all that. But who knows? Maybe it still can happen.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
About Captain Marvel, just a quick rumor that Marvel might recast Brie Larson.
Whoa.
Yeah. But we'll see. There's a lot of controversy. There's a lot of people that hate her for good reasons, and there are people that hate her for bad reasons. There are people that hate her for nonsensical reasons. So there's a lot of hate.
Whole spectrum there.
Yeah, so she I don't know if she's not taking it, if Disney is not taking it. In fact, there's like 3 other Captain Marvels. I mean, not 2 other Captain Marvels, because her character was originally Miss Marvel, and so there's all the 3. There are actually Captain Marvels, including a black lady. So we'll see what Marvel's gonna do about it. Marvel is working on a Miss Marvel show.
Yes.
With a little girl.
And a teenager.
Yeah, she looks so young.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't say she's older than 13.
Well, okay.
Anyways.
Yeah, anyway.
I don't know what's happening to Captain Marvel, but there's just rumors that Marvel would recast. And there's a lot of people already wanting the job. There's a lot of fans already. You should do this one, you should do this one. If anything, if they cast someone that is not from the Kristen Stewart School of Acting, like Brie Larson was, that would be good.
Okay. You want more facial expressions?
I don't know if it was directing or if it was acting, because we saw her on other things and she was good, but on Captain Marvel, it was like, it didn't excite me.
Okay.
And a lot of other people. Anyways.
All right. Black Panther will not be recast.
So.
More or less.
Meaning
Chadwick Boseman's character.
Meaning they will not bring another actor to be, what's his name? T'Challa.
Yeah.
T'Challa, the King of Wakanda. But there will be a Black Panther, most likely Shuri.
Yeah.
As in the books, we'll take the call, the mantle.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
So it's not a recast, but it's like a comic book recast.
Yeah. For Succession.
Yeah. Or temporary, taking over the original hero thing. Like DC just announced that this new Batman is this black guy. He's actually a fox. But Tim Fox.
Yeah.
But it's like, one of those, it's not gonna last, because Bruce Batman, Kal-El, Superman, Diana is Wonder Woman. Even though they create different versions, it all goes back to to the original. And sometimes the secondary characters, those new secondary characters, which some people call legacy, whatever, they end up just being discarded like poorly. Like even big ones, they did that to Wally West. There was Flash for like a long time, and like lately they kind of like trying to erase him and going back to Barry, but yeah.
All right. Okay, so I think that about covers it for like the big franchises, right? Star Wars, Marvel, anything else?
So Disney investors, they got all these news, and if anything we learned, there's a lot of streaming, so there's gonna be a lot of streaming content.
Yeah.
Just as Disney announced the record high number of subscribers, not only for Disney Plus but for ESPN and for Hulu. Yeah, so streaming is booming throughout during these COVID times, and it
makes
keep
sense.
going, and they might move, a lot. But one thing about streaming and Disney is that I guess they love to screw with the Asian, because for Mulan they did this premiere that you had to pay more, and they're gonna do the same thing for Ray. What's her name?
Raya and the Last Dragon.
Raya and the Last Dragon. It's not gonna premiere there as a Disney original. It will premiere. You're gonna have to pay more. Oh.
Do we know how much more?
Probably the same.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
I guess they either didn't learn with the failure of Mulan, or maybe it worked around Asian audiences.
Yeah.
Maybe they come out and paid. I wonder if any other, and if like a lot of people in China pays for it. That's already a lot of
people
money.
in China. That's true.
So,
that's true.
Yeah.
Well, I guess getting some. I mean, maybe it's not going to be like great box office numbers or anything, but some money is better than no money.
I mean, they have subscribers money already.
Yeah, but if you can get like a few people to pay extra.
With all this Star Wars and Marvel content, I'm pretty sure they can get subscribers. And
I would think so.
Between Marvel and Star Wars, you have the Mandalorian, and right after the Mandalorian comes WandaVision. So it's gonna be a back-to-back show to keep you subscribing for the whole year.
For the whole year.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways,
right, we'll see. They have ordered several new animated series based on big movies. So Moana, Tiana, Zootopia, and Baymax, which has already had an animated series, but I guess it's getting another one. I don't know.
It's a different treatment since the other one was broadcast TV or Disney Channel.
It's probably Disney Channel.
And this one is Disney Plus.
That's true.
Yeah, they might treat it different.
Either way, looks like they're all getting series that will be Disney Plus originals, and then Pixar's actually getting TV shows. I get like Disney Plus shows, but yeah. All right, coolio for Cars and Up. I'm not sure I see what other story there is to tell with Up.
Yeah. You can only go down.
Oh, he's so funny, guys. Anyway, they've also announced a couple of movies are just going to completely skip theaters and go right to Disney Plus. Peter Pan and Wendy and Pinocchio. I hadn't heard of those in the first place, so.
Where is that?
Right here.
Yeah. I think I read that those would be released as Disney originals, which is a good news because that means they would be released on Disney Plus, not, sold at Disney Plus like Mulan.
Okay. What else?
On that? Yeah.
No. What? Mm-hmm.
I mean, on Peter Pan and Wendy. I know. I know Tom Hanks is in Pinocchio, and Peter Pan and Wendy. They had the whole controversy with what's a bucket, Tinkerbell, the Black Pearl.
Oh, that's right.
But there's not a lot about it. Yeah, yet.
Okay.
Yeah. What else do
That's
you
what
have?
that's for. John Mulaney and Andy Samberg are going to team up for Chippendale Rescue Rangers.
Yeah.
Now, if you had
that
told
would
me the
be
name of that
fun.
show, I'd be like, pass. But you throw in that cast, I am interested.
Oh, really? I love Chippendale Rescue
I
Rangers.
never got into them as a kid.
And the Rescue Rangers or the Chippendale?
Either one.
No, the Chippendale Rescue Rangers was fun.
Okay.
They had voices, they spoke. So it was different than the original. Yeah. No, it was fun. And the new characters are also fun. So it would be fun to see them, those guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I'm a big fan of both of them.
Yeah, we know exactly who's going to be who.
Yeah?
Yeah. Mulan is going to be Chip. And I actually don't know which one is in English. Which one is the more serious one? Which one is the crazy one?
Well, Sandberg is obviously the crazy one.
It's gonna be the crazy one. Yeah,
that's his brand.
Yeah.
Okay, and then it looks like they're also doing Sister Act 3, Disenchanted, and another Diary of a Wimpy Kid film.
Oh, never mind. These are the ones that will be released at Disney Plus originals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Pinocchio and Peter Pan and
Wendy
might want to charge you.
Okay.
Hopefully, they will fail big time with Raya and the Last Dragon, and they will stop doing this.
Okay. I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out. Either way, Disney Plus is going to be full of new content for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
So these are announcements getting us all the way through like 2022, even into 2023.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
And because Disney likes money, they did announce that they're gonna increase the monthly premium $1
Oh, that's not.
in the US and €2 in the Euroverse, Euro states, Euro whatever they call it, European Union. Yeah. Yeah. Is that it? Do you have anything else?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's it. I don't think we have anything else.
The rest of us commented this week that they want the Extraction to become a universe, a cinematic universe, which they already mentioned before. So is it possible? It is. Yeah. We'll see.
Oh, you just reminded me. Guardians of the Galaxy are doing a holiday special for next year.
Oh, next year. I thought it was this year. Okay, next
No,
year.
I think it's going to be a while.
Yeah.
And then
Live action animation.
I didn't read that much into it. I just like Guardians of the Galaxy with Christmas.
Okay.
But it looks like Ant-Man is getting a third film.
Oh yeah, no, that's a fact. Yeah.
Yeah, with everybody. Paul Rudd, Evangeline Lilly, Michael Douglas.
Yeah.
And wait for it, Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh yeah, that's right. The original Wasp.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, this is it. Talking about holiday special. Next week we're gonna have a special. Retina Cubed. We're gonna watch. I mean, it's not really Retina Cubed because the new one is not a remake of the.
Oh.
But we're gonna watch both Star Wars holiday specials.
Oh,
and we're gonna talk about it. And among
My
other
first
news.
time.
Yes. And yeah, is where among other things they showed the original Boba Fett.
That's right.
Yeah. On-screen original Boba Fett because original Boba Fett was supposed to show up on the first Star Wars, but it was cut.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Okay.
So I guess that's it for this week, right?
I think that's plenty.
Yeah, a lot of news. Still no PlayStation 5s.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, there was this gang in the UK that stole PlayStation 5s from a truck, but the truck was still running. It was like Fast and Furious.
So Fast and
stealing
Furious.
of PS5s. Yeah.
What a time to be alive.
Anyways, that's it for this week. May the force be with you.
Live long and prosper.
Bye.
Bye.